Kind of moving on to more international competitions, like I mentioned earlier on the episode, the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. The first leg actually went down, and I want to apologize to you guys because in the intro I said we're at like the round of 32. That obviously wasn't the case. We're in the quarterfinals now, and the first leg has been played across all the matches. So I want to bring you guys up to speed on all of them. What were all the matches that took place? Barcelona Man City was the first one to kick off. And to my surprise, Barcelona won this one by scoreline of 3 to Manchester City's nil. Manchester City did not play very well that particular day, and I expected them to play a little bit better. But then again, with how well Barcelona has been doing this season, especially in domestically, it was a good win for them. It was another good win. They've scored their goal difference in La Liga is insane. It's like plus 80, I think, at this point, which is I wonder what the highest goal difference in history for a domestic league is in football because if there's a record, I'm pretty sure Barcelona are pretty close to it. So Barcelona did really well, won by scoreline of 3-0. Who else scored for Barcelona? Oshola scored in the 35th minute. Mariona scored in the 53rd minute off of a penalty, and Jennifer Hermoso scored in the 86th minute. So it was all Barcelona all match long. However, we'll see how that scoreline changes with the second leg. I am anticipating that City and Gareth Taylor are going to have some kind of response. A lot of great teams do, and Manchester City tend to fit that bill. So stay tuned. I'm really excited to see what the second leg has in store. The second match of the weekend was Chelsea-Wolfsburg. Chelsea won this one by a scoreline of 2 to Wolfsburg's 1, which Chelsea always tend to perform really well in this competition, so I'm not surprising that they're still winning matches. Emma Hayes has done a really good job with her side in getting them to perform well against not only bad teams, but really good teams as well. They always tend to play their game. So I'm not really too surprised Chelsea came away with a win in this first leg. However, like I said, with that second leg and how slim a margin this match was, you just never know who came through for Chelsea. So Sam Kerr scored in the 55th minute and Pernille Harder scored in the 66th minute. We're on the flip side of the coin for Wolfsburg. Jansen scored in the 70th minute off of a penalty. So it makes you wonder, maybe without that penalty, Wolfsburg get 0 goals that game, but who knows really? All I know is that with a 1 goal difference, I'll be paying very close attention to that second leg because it's going to mean a lot, obviously. And with this being the quarterfinals, all teams are going to be giving it all they got. So we'll have to stay tuned for that match as well. What was the third match of the quarterfinals? The third match was PSG and Olympique Lyonnais, which was the by far my most anticipated match of the quarterfinals. Lyonnais came away victorious by a scoreline of 1-0. This match just makes me more excited for them to play each other in Division 1 Arkema. I'm really bummed that match got delayed due to COVID, but hey, we're living in a pandemic world, so it makes sense, right? But this was a really nice preview, and it makes me even more excited for the second leg for when that match goes down. And this is just a clash of titans, right? Two teams that are at the top of Division 1 Arkema, and they go at it with each other, and it was a good match. It was a low scoring affair, which is a little surprising, but at the end of the day, it's good football. Who scored for Lyonnais? Wendy Renard scored a penalty in the 86th minute, so it shows you how close the match was. I'm anticipating there will be some fireworks in the second leg, and it'll probably be a little bit more of a high-scoring affair. It blew my mind that for this match that the only goal that came was from a penalty because both teams obviously like to score and have a ton of attacking talent. So it turned out to be a battle of defenses and who made the fewest mistakes in this one. So take that for what you will, but stay tuned for the second leg because that's going to be absolutely wild. And then to round off the quarterfinal play, we had Bayern Munich taking on Rosengard of the Swedish league. I believe it's the Damallsvenskan. If I'm saying it right, I'm probably butchering the name, but I'm trying my best. Anyways, no surprises in this one, at least for my end. Bayern Munich won this one by a scoreline of 3-0. I think Bayern Munich is one of those teams where they're just so good that, and they like to attack overall, that they're going to score at least 2-3 goals a game no matter what you really do. And I think this might be a bit of a hot take. I think Rosengard might be one of the weaker teams in the quarterfinals, and Bayern Munich might be one of the stronger teams. So when you've got that clash, it makes for probably the least interesting of the four matches of the quarterfinal. Having said all of that, this is the Champions League, so both teams are absolutely phenomenal. So I'm expecting some kind of a response from Rosengard in the second leg, but time will tell. I believe they'll get a goal in, but I think that Bayern Munich is just going to be too strong for the second leg and just be too much of a handful for Rosengard. But who all scored for Bayern? Let me pull it up real quick to make sure. Dahlman started off the scoring in the 9th minute. Bull scored in the 28th minute. And then to round off the scoring, Bierenstein scored in the 65th minute. So a lot more early scoring in this game, a little bit earlier in the first half. Bayern Munich can take control of the match and then dictate it throughout. And then they can just put the nail in the coffin in the 65th minute. So Bayern Munich just handling business as usual, and I expect them to do the same in the second leg, but hopefully Rosengard will make it really, really exciting. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you make of the first leg of the UEFA Champions League quarterfinals? Are you excited for the second leg? Whatever you think, feel free to comment below and let me know what your thoughts are.